right, man, let's talk about the Detroit Lions receiver issue. Seen the report said Brad Holmes, said, read between the line they could, or Dan Campbell saying they could be in the market for a new receiver. Denzel Mims went down, and now you really down with Dylan Drummond, Antoine Green, Khalif Raymond, and Marvin Jones Jr. That's it. Because St. Brown may or may not be ready week 1. So now they got to find a receiver, which, like I said in my Jameson Williams video, I kind of gave a sneak preview to that. Now you waited late as hell, so now either you got to do another trade, you got to wait for somebody to get cut. Not sure what's on the free agent market at this point. I don't think of anything that matters. So, and golf is dependent on receivers. So really you heavily going to be, leaning on Montgomery's ability to catch the ball and run the ball, Jahmyr Gibbs' ability to catch and run the ball, Sam Laporta, and that's it. And Josh Reynolds always fucking injured. So it's the countdown till he go down. So, like I said before, the way he managed this receiver core, the way he managed this receiving core is like, we knew even with Jameson before the 6-game suspension, he needed another receiver. Because he wasn't clicking the injury and he wasn't clicking with golf. So, we already knew they needed another receiver. He the only person that's late to the party that didn't know Holmes, they need another receiver. That's what I understand. I just didn't understand bringing back DJ Shark, $3-4 million? I understand he needed another surgery. I understand that, but the money was nothing. Give DeAndre Hopkins $12, $13, $14 million. You just need him for the first half of this. You need him until Jameson Williams get back, and then you need him for a playoff run. It just made people say, Hopkins old. And look here, he was very productive last year when he came back. He was very productive when he came back last year. I don't give a fuck about none of the other stuff they talking about. He was very productive when he came back last year. You got an opportunity to add a Hall of Famer to your receiving core, you do it. Now it wouldn't have been so bad. Now you got somebody who gonna do what St. Brown can do, be at the stick, so you ain't got to rush St. Brown back. You got Reynolds, you got Raymond, you got Green, you got whoever. That's why you bring him a Shark back, because guess what? You needed that extra oomph because you didn't know what Jameson Williams was gonna be. In so many words last year, Brad Holmes said Jameson Williams was immature. So you already know, maturity don't happen when you want it to happen. It happens when it happens. And like I said in my other video, a lot of y'all sitting here preordaining the Lions as winners. What did Stephen A. say about the Cowboys? What can go wrong will go wrong with this franchise. I keep telling y'all that. Now this is gonna be an excuse. Well, if Jameson had stayed healthy, or they was able to, and B. Taylor told me that they was trying to move up and get Garrett Wilson at first, and they couldn't move up and get him, so took Jameson. They should have just took fucking George Pickens in the second round and saved additional capital to Minnesota. I'm gonna talk about that later on too. That's my opinion. People say, "Oh man, you're not a real Lion." I'm not a real Lion fan for being a realist. So being fake, being a fanboy make you real. Well, shit, if that's what make you real, I ain't no real Lion fan then. I'm a realist. That was a fucking mistake. Because this ideally wasn't a fit for him. But now they got a receiving problem. And St. Brown, what make it so crazy, it's the same ankle he injured last year. So I don't know if he decided to rehab it. He got an opportunity to have surgery on it. He didn't. He just rehabbed it, didn't have surgery. He looked good once he got healthy after the Cowboys game. It's not supposed to be that serious or whatever. Aiden Hutchinson went down with an ankle injury, but like I continue to say, man, it is what it is. So now they gotta figure some things out as far as receiver. And You never want to wait this long for a critical moment because it takes time for a receiver to build a rapport. What happened when they got Josh Reynolds? Him and Goff already had a rapport, but he still had to learn the playbook. You cannot depend on Marvin Jones, Josh Reynolds, and Khalif Raymond as your top 3 receivers. I'll tell you that right now. Them motherfuckers gonna start off 0-3, 0-4 if that's the case. Book it. Book it. Goff need everything around Goff to be successful. Got to be right around Goff to be successful. So now he got to go find somebody that's compatible. That's going to be damn near impossible at this point. People say, well, you know, we could depend on Raymond and Laporta and Gibbs and Montgomery, and yeah, you're going to play a ball control type of offense. You know? But that's why they should have got Hopkins and brought Shark back. It was simple. For what Shark went to Carolina, that's pocket fucking change. It's pocket change. Literal pocket change to them. And signing DeAndre Hopkins for 10, 12, 13, so what? Cool. You still gonna have a little bit of cap left over. A lot. Give it to him. Give it to him. But hey, like I said, I don't really understand how they operate. I don't really understand how they work, what their train of thought is. They had intel that we didn't have, but right now, man, you know, right now I'm seeing to be some trouble. And that Thursday night game versus Kansas City is gonna be a real ugly one. Because I'm gonna talk about this too. You don't want to play the starters all preseason, and you gonna get your ass whooped. It's gonna make it even worse. And that Lions freight train that the media getting hyped about, that shit stops September 7th. It stops. You need game reps with all these different new pieces. You need reps. Even the old pieces need reps. Practice is not enough. Scrimmaging is not enough. This is why you see Alabama start off with Get Back State, and Michigan gets to do with Appalachian State and all. This is why you see them play the Middle Tennessees and all that bullshit. You need game reps, but don't listen to your boy. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially, want to support the channel. Cash App, $CJ Good 313. Venmo, CJ Good 313. PayPal link description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Appreciate the love, support. Peace.